I was kind of nervous at first because I really had no prior public speaking before taking this class. As far as my communication skills go, I feel like I handle myself pretty well. As far as standing up in front of public and speaking about things that I'm not necessarily too passionate about, that's where I tend to fall short. I have no real previous performance experience before this class. My biggest delivery challenge was keeping myself on task and motivated to do the work. I actually learned quite a bit about the actual visual side of the presentations. I never was really one for visual aids before. Do a lot of talking with my hands normally, especially when I'm out in public. When I'm in front of a camera or when I'm just speaking about something that I have to speak about, tend to be a little bit more sheltered and a little bit more um, not outgoing, not out there and doing things. And I think that visual aids really are things that can help me come out of my shell when it comes to that. I wasn't really too nervous at all during any of this, and I really think that my audience responded well to my presentation. With all the feedback that I gave, I tried to really touch on subjects that I really thought people needed to realize. I know that I'm not perfect, and I expect people to comment on my stuff as well. And I think that it's just something that I can build off of and that other people can build off of. Everything I did was always written. I never did any sort of video responses. I treat my video recordings the same way that I would treat any audio recording. I just record everything and put it together because you never know what you're really going to like and what you're not going to like. So you just kind of roll with it. That's just the way I've always done it. And probably isn't the best thing. I do sometimes practice some of the speech, the tongue twister parts, as I like to say, just to make sure that I end up being able to articulate them properly. I had no real technical problems during my entire run through this class. My favorite project this month was our media review, mostly because I just really enjoy the band Chioros, which is what I did my media review on. I really didn't prefer to do anything with the industry professional because to me, I look up to people, but I don't try to put them on a pedestal because I, at one point in time, want to be standing toe to toe with them. And so it's hard for me to really put somebody above myself, even though I know that they are. What the TED Talks taught me this month were how to space out my words and to really connect with my audience. I'd like to thank Sir Ken Robinson for that one. As far as Nancy Jort and Gar Reynolds, they really taught me more about the visual aspects of it, and those I think were probably two of my downfalls in the presentations. And I think that with time I can get better on those subjects and really help myself out. I think the biggest challenge was myself and my procrastination, while my greatest strength was how determined I was. If I had to rank myself from 0 to 5, I would definitely say that I was probably a 4 or a high 3. I know that I am not very energetic on camera sometimes, and I think that's just because I am talking to a camera. But when I get out in real life and I'm talking about people and I'm talking to people, then I become more alive. And I think that that really hinders me as far as my presentations for this month. My feelings about presentations really haven't changed this month. Um, I knew what they were when I came into it, and I have a stronger understanding for how much time that I should give myself, and I have a stronger understanding for my visual aids. But I really didn't learn too much. I just expounded upon the knowledge that I already had.